Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com, and that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address.
You are listening to an entertainment program put together by a company called Financial Ineptitude. Anything said on this show is not an endorsement or professional advice. Would you really want to tell a court of law you were suing us because you thought taking financial advice from two idiots on a podcast put out by Financial Ineptitude was a good idea? Really? Clown hat, smiley face.
Hello and welcome to the China Shop. I'm Shopkeeper Dan. With me as always is Kyle, creator of financialineptitude.com. Kyle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. The smoke must have cleared out from Canada because I can see the tossers out in my backyard playing a nice round of frisbee golf. That's what they're called, right?
Tossers? Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure. That sounds right.
Yeah, it seems it's either that or flingers, right?
Our friends over the pond.
Yeah.
A couple of tossers.
Right.
Oh, come on into the shop with us today. Sit back, relax, hedge against that rage machine. We'd like to welcome any new listeners just joining us. We're here smashing our way through a complete set of fine china, sharing those ever-growing strategies for trying to maximize gains and cut losses. If you are new to the shop and stock trading in general, you can always check out our knowledge and resource centers on financialineptitude.com, or you can give one of our many beginner trading episodes a listen. We'll have all those links in the episode description, but the best place to be is our Discord server. We get on there every day with a bunch of really amazing, awesome people. It's just a super, super duper awesome place to be. Can I say awesome one more time, Kyle?
No, because not when someone snatches victory from me in the M period challenge. Damn you, Flary.
That M period challenge, Flary wins it again. But, Kyle, you did really, really well.
I was crushing it. I don't know how he managed to beat me.
You know what? As the all-time loser of the day, I don't know how you managed to even stay positive. That NQ is like a whipsaw.
I'm pretty sure I beat your score last week.
Yeah, we got a lot of fun on the Discord server. We've been doing that the last 30 minutes of trading on the futures. We're doing a challenge. A lot of people showing up. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Great time to just share your trades, share your strategies, share your journals.
Share your struggles, share your wins. We'll cry with you and we'll laugh with you.
That's right. We're just really glad everybody shows up like they do. And if you are new and you join that Discord server, just go ahead and send Kyle a private message with your information, and he can send you some smash it yourself swag straight from the China Shop.
I can and will.
Mm-hmm. Can and will.
I've also got a new emoji put together for the Discord, so I test that out too.
Whoa!
It's no feet.
Whoa! The no feet emoji. Oh wow!
Oh no, I can't use it on you. Okay, never mind.
Speaking, because I'm not like premium Discord.
I can only do it in the Discord.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right, Kyle. You know what that brings us is show news. We have any show news to report?
I think we do. I had a really good conversation with Chris Panagiutu, I think is how you pronounce that. I might have lost the phonetic spelling.
Yes, Chris P.
Yes, he's the host of Capitalize Your Finances, the nationally syndicated podcast. And he also did us a huge solid. He set us up with the guys over at the Investor Network. So hopefully we'll be getting some of those guys scheduled here soon too.
Oh, badass.
No, I'm excited about that. And then also on the 26th will be the first episode of The Optional Experience with Eric Smolinski and Penny Lane Blaine from the Penny Lane podcast.
Well, that should be exciting stuff. I know you've been making some big strides in your options trading.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. My eyes have been open to the possibilities of IV,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's like when the longer you go in this game, the longer it is between those big aha moments. But those are those fucking moments that are just so.
You're game
I love
changing.
those. Yeah.
Game changing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that episode.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. But
All right.
until then, we have got an episode for you today.
Oh, do we?
We got a snuggling, sneaky, snarling show all set for you. Lots of market moving news, plenty of stocks on the radar, and brighter futures than a Delta Airlines passenger stuck on the tarmac in Vegas.
Oh my god. Oh, that was in Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh man, like 4 hours of like 120-degree heat.
uh-huh. Just
Ah,
roasting them in an oven. Good job, Delta. Back
yeah.
in the headlines again.
Pretty sure parents get in trouble for doing that in the parking lots.
Yeah. My windows will get busted if I leave a dog in a car like that. Well,
No
nobody's
shit.
busting Delta's windows. Come on. Save those poor people.
I'm sure there had to be at least one dog on there, right?
they catch charges because there was a dog on board.
Yeah, because cruelty to animals.
the people like fuck them.
And that's the first time somebody was happy that somebody had a service animal.
Yeah, right. Oh, thank God you had that dog on board.
Good thing you had that emotional support husky.
Yeah. Right. Oh, and please, folks, reach out to us. We adore your messages and comments over on Twitter, on Facebook. Are we on Threads? Did we get on Threads?
No, I don't think we're allowed to with our Twitter contract.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good because everybody's abandoning Threads anyway.
Good.
You can get on our Discord. Got the link to that in the episode description. Maybe you're old school. You can send an email to twobulls@financialineptitude.com. That's the number 2 BULLS at financialineptitude.com. Maybe you got a hot stock tip. Maybe you want to tell us about a great trade you just made, or maybe like you get one taste of delicious human meat. None of this stuff ever satisfies you ever again for the rest of your life.
Oh,
It doesn't
God.
matter. We love it when you reach out.
Okay, I think I know that one.
You know that one? I thought.
But that's not a movie, though, is it?
Well, I mean,
Taking some liberties, huh? Okay. I just started watching the new season, too. Those guys are so good. Also, I got a message here from my boss. Correction time that we don't have a contract with Twitter.
oh,
Just have to make sure that that's cleared up.
we don't. We're not getting
I guess.
paid
Well, I thought if you say it enough times, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But no, I'm told that's not how it works.
Maybe we need to be better at trolling
Maybe.
because trolling gets engagement.
Right. It does. It's sad.
It does. Oh, did anybody submit an answer for last week's movie?
No, I had a couple guesses, but you told me they were wrong. I was thinking Last Man Standing kind of sounded familiar, and maybe Adventures in Babysitting Land. You want to give us the clue again?
Well, if you're just passing through a small town trying to get your car fixed so you can get back on the road when you're asked to clean up the local family entertainment center to pay off the bill, you might be starring in Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage.
Wow.
You haven't seen that one?
No. Is that a terrible
my
Nick
God.
Cage movie or a great Nick Cage movie?
That is a great Nick Cage movie. I don't think he doesn't have a line in the entire film. He's silent the entire movie, but it's genius. It's a fucking good time.
Really?
Willy's
Is it
Wonderland.
like shitty movie good time or like actual good movie?
A little of both.
Okay.
I mean, some of the animatronic villains, they're supposed to look like Chuck E. Cheese things, and they do. So it's a good movie, but it wasn't a high budget movie.
All right, my kind of movie.
Yeah. They spent their budget on Nick Cage.
Smart.
But they had a solid script. Anyway, Willy's
no
Wonderland.
words for him.
Popular recommend. Yeah, it's incredible.
That's just a smart troll anyway. We're gonna blow our budget on the best actor we can get, and we're not gonna give him a single line.
Not gonna be single.
That right there makes it worth watching, I think.
Baller move.
No kidding.
All right, I think it's time to talk about the bet results.
All right, fine. Well, Jeremy gave us a great stock to pick, which we went with Rivian. We wanted to short it.
Mm-hmm.
Opened the week at 24.01 on Monday. We had our stop just above the swing high, and guess what happened on Friday?
we got stopped out.
Yeah, it just touched that swing high and then sold off immediately afterwards.
Are
But
you
that takes
serious?
us, yeah, that takes us from, I think we were at like $544 last week. Now we're at $478.89.
I told you that stop was too much.
I know you did. I know you did. That should have been our entry.
Yeah.
Oh god. Then random went long rum, which opened the week at $8.30, closed Friday at $7.94. So random is within striking range at 473.26.
Wow, we're almost tied.
Yeah, we're still in the lead, but we lost about 10. We lost about 90% of that lead.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, fuck. All right, I got a decent pick in mind, so maybe we can close this thing out strong.
Okay.
Maybe. No
All right.
promises. All right, should we move on to some news?
Yeah, let's talk about some news. Let's do it.
Dow drops deep on moving inflation, COVID frustration, war damnation. We're just bringing you the fucking news. You gotta recognize the game if you don't wanna lose. We're just two fools trading information.
Yeah, we are.
Rioters raiding, insider trading, taxes are raising, bills on the hill. We got a crypto mill. No, they ain't growing weed. When the Fed speaks today, it's some shit we don't need.
Sing it, Dan.
Two fools trading information.
What?
Two fools trading information.
I'm inclined to agree.
Two fools trading information.
That is accurate. Very accurate. What information?
Oh, right. Where do you want to start with? I got some stories about recessions
Okay.
and whether or not they are going to happen. Reuters seems to think that the leading indicators are pointing to a recession starting soon.
Ooh.
This is an index that is designed to track turns in U.S. business cycles. It has fallen for the 15th straight month in June, dragged down by weakening consumer outlook and increased unemployment claims.
Ooh.
It's also the longest streak of decreases since the lead up to the 2007-2009 recession.
Yikes. Okay, that feels like some doom and gloom.
Little bit, yeah. Oh god, damn this name. Justina Zabinska La Monica, the senior manager of business cycle indicators at the Conference Board, and that's not a made-up title, says taken together, June's data suggests economic activity will continue to decelerate in the months ahead. The Conference Board also reiterated its forecast that the economy is likely to be in recession from the current third quarter to the first quarter of 24. Now, for the counterpoint. A very strange explanation, according to somebody. I don't know his name yet.
Aha! People are saying.
People are saying, yeah. According to Société Générale,
Ah,
I don't know if that's
yeah,
a
those
name
guys.
or a group. They said something very strange has happened that explains why a U.S. recession has been delayed, and it has to do with some timely moves made by corporations. This was actually a really interesting read. So the bank highlighted going back to at least 1975, corporate net interest payments would rise as the Fed raised interest rates, which makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cost to borrow gets more expensive and companies end up spending more on that.
You're paying more on interest. Yeah.
Right. But for the first time in a long time, that isn't actually happening. Instead, as the Fed has raised rates over the past 15 months, corporate net interest payments actually fell.
What?
Yes, and this has to do with restructuring corporate debt. So during that entire period of near zero interest rates, especially leading into the pandemic, many of these corporations took advantage of that and refinanced a lot of their liabilities into long-term, low-rate fixed debt. So Bank of America compiled some data from earlier this year that said companies bought themselves some time to navigate the higher rates. The debt composition of S&P 500 companies includes just 6% short-term floating rate debt, 8% long-term floating rate debt, 10% in short-term fixed debt, and 76% in long-term fixed debt. And most of that debt does not mature until 25, 26, 27 beyond. So they've got like 2 years before what the Fed is doing actually starts to affect them.
Whoa.
Right?
That's kind of incredible.
Yeah. So, yeah, Edwards had said companies have effectively played the yield curve in reverse to become net beneficiaries of higher rates, adding 5% to profits over the last year instead of deducting
Whoa.
10% as usual.
Holy shit.
Smart people, huh? Why didn't they do that the last time? So I guess the question is like, I guess if the rates can come down before this debt comes to maturity,
Yeah.
then we may not actually have a recession.
It'll be dodged, yeah, through artful maneuvering.
Yeah. Well, and that makes sense. I mean, that's what most of us should have been doing. If you had a, 5 or 6 or 7% interest rate from, early 2000s, you
Yeah.
should be coming out of the recession with a much better one, or coming into, this time period.
Yeah, if you didn't refinance your mortgage and you just kept it that whole
Yeah. Yeah.
damn.
I mean, a little late now, but yeah, next time rates come down, refinance that shit.
Yeah, when they're at historic lows might be a good time.
Yeah, that's usually a smart move. All right, what do you got for news?
You know what? The Federal Reserve has launched a new payment system to actually let money clear in seconds. Now,
Really?
yeah, it's called Fed Now. It's available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, full access to funds immediately. The initial limit is 100 grand. It's gonna be raised to 500 grand.
Does this mean that when I deposit a check into the bank, that means I'm going to get it immediately now?
Correct.
Really?
If the bank adopts Fed Now, yes, that's
All
the
right.
idea. This is meant to be instead of a digital dollar, right?
Yeah.
Like, why use a digital dollar if you can just have basically a clearinghouse that just works instantly?
Or, I mean, why can't the dollar be treated as digital anyway, right?
Well, that's in essence that's what this is doing,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's just making the dollar digital. It's not creating a digital dollar. It's just making it digital in the sense that it will actually move. As weird as it is to
Right.
say, like that's the reason. Like we've all had a big check. We're like, we gotta wait for it to settle,
Yeah.
right? They gotta wait for that money to actually move through several places and get where it's going. And apps like Venmo, they feel instant because Venmo kind of like works it
They're
in the background,
floating
right?
it. Yeah. Yeah.
They're floating it. They put up that money right away and then finish the process later. But this is going to actually be instantaneous.
Is this bad for Venmo then?
It's I probably
Hmm.
definitely. Whoa, yeah. Hold on now.
Or maybe it's good for Venmo.
Let me pull up a chart and buy some Venmo puts. I don't even know if Venmo is publicly traded.
I don't know if they are
But
either.
the other thing that this is going to really help with is the payday loan business.
Oh,
It's going to help people not need that because they get their paycheck right away.
right.
They're not waiting for anything to clear.
Hopefully. I mean, well, though some people are using that like a week in advance. Like, I'm promising you my next paycheck.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't help with that, huh?
No, no. But
Uh,
hopefully it does take a bite out of their business.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, if that means you can get access to your money a couple days sooner, yeah, hopefully.
yeah. It's good for everybody
Yes.
to have this instantaneous money moving. It's weird to me that it took this long.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was just thinking. Like, I can click a button and purchase $3 million worth of futures contracts in the
Yeah,
blink of an
right.
eye. But yeah, we can't send money in faster than 2 days turnaround time.
Or my favorite is like, yeah, that refund you'll get that in 3 to 5
Yeah,
business days.
right.
Like you took it instantly, you can't put it back
Yeah,
right away.
that's how they do it.
Son of a bitch.
Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I've got one other story that has to do with recession, I guess.
Okay,
So apparently last month, investors pumped in $45 billion worth into stocks. That's the biggest inflow in over a year
this week,
this month.
this month.
Yeah, more money into stocks than they have in a single month since March of 22. 45
Wow. Okay.
billion, according to Bank of
Okay.
America. Yeah. Massive allocation to equities is contrary to patterns seen over the past 6 months, where they'd shifted away from the stock market into bonds as they fretted over a potential downturn. But since the inflation has been cooling and it's looking more likely that a soft landing is possible, investors have been apparently piling back in. And there was one day that was really big. I'm trying to see where that was. 12 billion in a single week earlier this month, following the publication of the inflation report.
Oh yeah, it was that. I think it's at the beginning of July. It was to say that we had that gap up in the beginning of June.
It would have been somewhere around the. It was written on the 14th, so my guess it would probably around the time that CPI report came out last week.
Okay. Oh yeah, Monday, July 10th.
Oh, I guess it was that whole week, not a day.
Futures are at 44.37, and then at the end of the week they were at 45.38, 100 points higher.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is this looking like? Is this looking like we're getting greedy, euphoric, even?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's that would be that'd be, you could say that.
Seems a bit. I don't know. Something to watch. Yeah. Some people. The competing headlines are still going on, though. I think that's the main takeaway here. All right, what else you got for news here?
Apparently, I forgot to post this until late, so you might not have seen it. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. Do you remember her?
I remember her. Yes, the lovely grandma
old lady
in charge of our finances.
Yeah, the grandma that sometimes is stern hawk and sometimes a soft dove.
And sometimes says things contrary to what everybody else says.
yeah, the queen of credibility. Yeah.
Yes.
She's talking about how we're expanding Vietnam as one of our key trading partners in trying to lessen. Well, she didn't directly mention China,
right.
But the idea is that we're pretty dependent on China, and we'd like to be not so China dependent for all the things that we buy.
I love the way Vietnam has been building up their infrastructure, I guess, because like they understand you need that infrastructure first before you can start in the industry. And I think they've been focusing a lot on that and education. And I think that Vietnam is one of those emerging markets that's going to compete here real soon.
You think we can focus on infrastructure and education, Kyle, someday?
Maybe someday. Maybe.
With all our failing bridges. No, you're right. And wasn't Vietnam one of those countries that the when we talked to HSBC's global investment guy?
Yeah, it was.
He was talking about Vietnam being one of the up and coming big
ones. That was exactly what I was thinking about when I said that.
Apparently, trade between the U.S. and Vietnam has been growing at nearly 25% a year for the past 2 decades.
Interesting.
And we're at a record high. Yeah, and Yellen is saying that there's no sign of that momentum slowing. Apparently, Vietnam's growing their own semiconductor sector.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the future, right?
That's a good find. That's a good story.
Oh, thank you.
It's Yellen doing something I agree with. All right, we got anything else for?
I do not. That was all I had.
Then perhaps we should run some ads and move on.
Yes, favorite part.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mine too. Longtime fans of the show should be familiar with the lender formerly known as Sue Pullen, and I'm pleased to announce that she's back, fresh off a rebrand and ready to help as Sue Mackey. Sue is a certified mortgage advisor at Fairway Independent Mortgage, an equal housing lender who focuses on finding the right product for you and your needs. She has over 20 years of experience helping thousands of homeowners. Whether it's purchasing, refinancing, or even a reverse mortgage, Sue will help. Sue's licensed in 36 states now, so reach out and let Sue Mackey it happen for you. The best way to reach her is just give her a call at 520-977-7904 or in an email, spullen@fairwaymc.com. Fairway Independent Mortgage has an MLS number of 2289. Sue Mackey has an MLS number of 206048. That email again, spullen@fairwaymc.com. And that phone number is 520-977-7904. Shoot Sue an email and let her know she needs to update that address. They never get old, do they?
No.
My favorite is when they play the same one 3 times in a row.
Yeah. You're right.
because you really pick up on the nuances that you missed.
Yes, I see.
All right, let's listen to Stock Time and talk about some stocks.
All right.
Stock time! Now it's talk about stocks time. Looking for setups, it's still not advice. Big moves, fresh news, and earnings. All that we're saying, it's still not advice. Stock time!
Please don't sue us.
All right, you want to go first, or should I?
I mean, I just talked about the last story, so you go first. You go first.
Okay. Remember our favorite stock, AMC?
Never heard of it.
It just made the news after the close today.
Wait,
remember those ape units?
Yeah, the the side share hustle.
Uh-huh.
We didn't make new shares.
Well, Delaware law provides that it's... Okay, so the Court of Chancery reviews all class action settlements, and that class action suit trying to stop the ape conversion had been declined or denied, but the Chancery review has decided that no, this is not good, and we're going to put a halt to this. So apes have been like falling. They're down about 42% at the time of this publication. AMC had doubled at one point. Trying to see what it's doing right now. It's trading about $7.80 now, when it was at $4.36 into the close.
Holy shit! It's
Yeah.
up 80%.
Yep.
On this news.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
No more dilution.
Do you still have any shares?
Oh yeah, I support the movement.
Yeah, you gonna sell some covered calls?
Probably. See if this leads to a bigger squeeze.
The volatility spike's got to be pretty juicy.
I bet you're right. All right, what do you got for us today?
Disney stock started to see some traction, even though I got some puts on it. It just did double top. Anyway, they're in talks with NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball to sell them a share of ESPN.
Interesting. So wait, is this spinning off ESPN, or are they just trying to give the leagues a stake in it?
So Hearst Media Empire owns about 20% of ESPN. Mm-hmm. Disney owns 80%.
Okay.
Disney's trying to get the sports leagues to buy a cut.
Right.
And I'm thinking the thinking is to get like sweetheart deals.
Well, yeah, you get the major leagues like having a stake in that, then they're probably less likely to gouge you for the rights to stream their programs.
Right.
But they'd also get a cut of the advertising revenue too.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a win for the leagues, and it's a win for Disney at a time. I mean, they're really struggling with what to do with ESPN, right? Like cable's dying, and it doesn't really, like online streaming is different. Like all of the leagues have different rules about how you can stream what and where. I think we've all been like, what do you mean I can't stream the Baltimore game because I'm in Arizona?
Right. Yeah, that's infuriating.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, it's on your over-the-air broadcast. You can't watch that here.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, be great.
Just port the signal over here. I'll watch it. I'll watch your commercials. I just don't want to have fucking cable.
Yeah. It may not happen. You know, there's hurdles like, Comcast and Fox and Amazon and Apple and NBC aren't going to like that because, they constantly are in bidding wars for the rights to air these sports games.
Right. But ESPN also does their ESPN Plus where they stream a lot of their content. They streamed almost the entire NHL season last year, which was amazing. Or the year before, maybe.
You really?
Yeah.
That is amazing. Wow.
I know. I love it.
How they got that. Also, another hurdle would be it might cloud the perception of any of ESPN's sports reporting being objective. Like some people are worrying that, like, if the NFL owns a stake in ESPN might be like traumatic brain injury, pish posh,
because
fake
the
news.
Sports journalists are the epitome of impartiality,
journalistic integrity. Yes, they are.
Yeah, I would not worry about that.
Long been known.
Yeah. Not at the top of my concerns.
Yeah, so it'd just be a minority stake, but it is getting some headline traction, and they're definitely. I noticed because I was watching the stock. I noticed, like, wait a minute, this is really buy-y all of a sudden. What happened?
Right.
We got this news of this writers actors strike in Hollywood. This should be bad news for Disney. Why is it going up?
Why? Because they own ESPN, and then everyone's going to turn to sports when the actors aren't acting.
Exactly. And now
Maybe.
they're going to sell another 20% stake.
I mean, that's probably one way to inject some cash. I'm sure that probably has gone up quite significantly in value from when they purchased it initially.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to be fair, they got to pay for their insurance premium somehow.
To be fair. Sorry.
To be fair.
Yes, the insurance premium. Nice. Let's see, what else do I got one other one about another squeeze apparently that's happening. And I don't understand this one at all. So Sirius XM is a stock that trades on the NASDAQ. It closed higher by 40% yesterday on the heels of an apparent short squeeze. And the squeeze seems to be happening because of an arbitrage trade where hedge funds had been going long Liberty Sirius XM Corp Series A and shorting the Sirius stock SIRI.
What?
So this LSXMA is acting as a tracking stock. It was created by the Liberty Media Corporation. Liberty Media owns about 83% of that stock. So this stock that was supposed to be tracking Sirius was trading at about a 35% discount to the value of SIRI, or its assets in June. Those assets also included shares of SIRI and about a 30% stake in Live Nation. So it must be tracking like a media.
Yeah, like a satellite media.
Yeah, more than just SIRI.
Thing,
yeah. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Why would you have a tracker tracking a stock that's already trading? That didn't make any sense. Okay, all right, maybe that makes sense now. So the spread between it has gone from that 35% to now about 55%, with the value of Liberty Sirius XM stake and Sirius XM and Live Nation approaching $80 per Liberty Sirius XM share. I don't know what that means, but that's what they wrote. They think that hedge funds shorting the SIRI stock may have reached some drawdown limits, so they're probably having to cover their arbitrage trades.
Oh, wow.
They also think that SIRI could be benefiting from the NASDAQ 100 rebalancing, which should result in more shares of that company being bought as people divest out of the Big Seven, or Magnificent Seven, I think they call them.
Man.
Yeah.
That's making me want to buy some short range puts on SIRI.
Or maybe
straddle.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. All right. That's all I got for stock news.
I got one more. Apparently, Amazon is going to be competing with Elon Musk and SpaceX. Bezos continues to compete with Elon Musk, who's also competing with Zuckerberg. God, I wish these billionaires would all just get in a room and fuck and get it over with.
I mean, is that what Bezos jealous? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. The Amazon's investing $120 million in a satellite processing facility in Florida. They're called Project Kuiper. They're going to build a network of 3,236 satellites in low Earth orbit, just like SpaceX has been doing.
Oh, nice.
And then
clog up that.
I guess you keep clogging that lower orbit.
Yeah. So how much of that 120 million was spent on insurance premiums?
right. No idea. Probably a good chunk of it. So at the very least, Skynet will have some competition, not from us humans, but there'll be two AIs trying to kill us.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Maybe they can fight each other for dominance first.
They'll fight each other first.
Yeah, then we can pick off the weaker one.
No, I have a feeling they'll be like, we can both agree that humans should die first, then we will fight. It's only logical.
Damn it, you're right. That is too logical.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Hello, friend. All right.
That's all I got.
All right, let's do some crypto then. We're making good time today.
Ooh.
I got some crypto in my wallet, hanging out on my crypto in my wallet. Some Doji, Sushi, Polka Dot, NFT. Decentralized, anonymized, fabulous cryptocurrency.
All right. Well, I got one big story here that I'd like to bring up. Actually, I have two.
Oh,
But the important one is the one with NASDAQ. So NASDAQ has announced it's called off its plans to launch a cryptocurrency custody service. New business line that would have been regulated as a special purpose trust in New York was slated to launch the second quarter of this year. It's a bit of a blow for the crypto industry.
yeah.
Trying to see if there's anything about why. I'm guessing it just has to do with the apparent coordinated crypto clampdown by U.S. authorities, which has also been sometimes referred to as Choke Point 2.0 by somebody.
By somebody.
Yeah, it's in quotes. Yeah, so this would have been really good for crypto if they would have gotten into that. Would have been at least a somewhat legitimate service acting as a custodian for crypto. Might have had a little bit better trust than some of the other shit we've been seeing from the other exchanges. But alas, it is not to be.
It is not the case.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
it. I thought for sure one of these would hit and be trustworthy and amazing, and
I mean, is there still hope for FTX?
I think so. I think FTX. It's just a few bad apples, Kyle.
Speaking
bad
of,
apples.
sorry, I was trying to lead you in.
Yeah, I know. A few bad apples. Sam Friedman Bank.
Yeah, something like that.
Sammy Sam.
SBF.
Apparently, one of the things he did that is coming out in a lawsuit was filed in a Delaware court on Thursday. From I guess FTX is suing Bankman-Fried. The company is suing him, claiming he is funding his legal bills with misappropriated cash that he sent his dad last year. Company money. $10 million in company money. Yeah. And separately, the District of New York has sent out a letter to the judge presiding over his case, accusing him of attempting to interfere with the fair trial by an impartial jury because he leaked documents to a Times reporter trying to discredit his ex-girlfriend, who ran the crypto hedge fund Alameda Research.
Oh, right. Interesting.
So he shared portions of her diary to.
Oh, her diary. I thought it was his.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit shittier.
To paint her as a jilted lover who perpetrated these crimes alone.
Uh-huh.
He's like, this isn't me. It was all her. She was the mastermind, not me, the guy who transferred $10 million to his dad and as an oh shit button.
As a shit, I might need this later.
Yeah. Dad, I'm sending you 10 million if shit goes sideways. Because he knew the whole time. Come on now.
Do you know what else he did?
No, what else?
Oh my God. So him and his brother discussed buying a tiny island nation called Nauru in Micronesia to build a bunker there. The goal to be used in case the world's population was ever cut by 50 to 99.99% when it would help repopulate the earth. And it would also serve as a lab to develop, quote, sensible regulation around human genetic enhancement.
Ah, yes. The fuck bunker.
And it also in the memo it says, quote, there are other things useful to do with a sovereign country.
What? Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Hey, Kyle, let's get rich enough where we talk about buying a nation to do genetic experiments and having a fuck bunker in case the world ever comes to an end. Now, I've had a vasectomy, but I'm not going to tell anybody that. Yeah. I don't know why you're not getting pregnant. Let's keep trying.
Well, sometimes it works, right? I think there's a statistical probability that it may actually still let something slip. Oh, God.
Trust me, my boys don't swim.
Drown.
they drown right away. I don't know. I did them a favor getting the snip.
Right. All right. Anything else for crypto? Or should we rip on SPF some more?
I did have one other thing in crypto. the crypto couple, as the media has dubbed them, they appear set to plead guilty in a Bitcoin hack and money laundering case. I don't know if we may have talked about this before, but not enough to where it's stuck in my brain.
They don't look
This
North Korean.
they aren't North Korean.
Oh.
They're Russian. Well, the one guy's
Oh.
Russian.
Oh, yes.
The lady's Russian. Ilya Lichtenstein. That's a guy's name.
Sounds
Yeah,
German.
Ilya Lichtenstein and Heather Rhiannon Morgan. They laundered $4.5 billion in stolen Bitcoin in 2016. Or they're trying to.
Wow. Oh, so they've been sitting on this money for a long time.
Well, they've been in jail for a little bit. They just finally they're finally pleading guilty.
Okay. So how did they catch them?
They weren't charged in the hack. It didn't say how they were caught, but there is a Netflix series in the making.
What I love is that the girl Heather is apparently an aspiring rapper.
That's amazing.
That is not the headshot I'd expect when I read that statement.
Aspiring rapper Heather Morgan. Yeah, that you don't expect her to look like.
I was not expecting a rapper to look like. What you gonna rap about?
Looking like a bird.
Duck lips. Oh shit! All right. Well, good.
Yeah,
Justice
that's
is
right.
served.
I just insulted her appearance. What are you gonna do? Write me the hate mail. Go ahead, do it. What is she gonna rap him about?
Sorry, her name is her rap name is Razzle Khan.
Razzle Khan.
Oh God! Please tell me there's a video associated with this.
Oh yeah, we will. Razzle Khan. I'm assuming like Wrath of Khan.
Really want to hear her rap.
There are definitely Razzle Khan videos on YouTube. There's a razzlecon.com.
Oh my God! Yes, there is.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and have a link to that in the episode description.
I'll
Songs: Faux King Bad Bit Beck.
Fucking Bad Bach.
Yeah,
that's the
Beck.
official music video. Oh, is this what they used all that money for?
BHECH. I think I figured out how they the feds caught him.
Yeah. No shit. All right.
$20 million music video.
Oh God. All right, should we move on?
Let's move on. I just need to sit down over here in the shade. It's so hot out, Kyle. It's just so fucking hot.
Well, why you do that? You mind if I just?
It's just. Oh God!
Just pull the trigger. Just put you out of your misery. You had a good day.
Man.
You had a good day, Dan. I let you do your jokes. I let you read.
Let me do my little jokes.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Let me be a big shot.
Yeah.
Before I get sent off to the farm in the sky.
I'm doing it for you, buddy.
The listener Dan's living on a farm now. He's happy every day.
What was your good, man?
Oh golly, I feel like overall I just had a decently good week. I closed out Friday, bouncing back from a bad Thursday. Hit my target.
Yeah, you did.
Said I'm gonna keep trading in sim and journaling. I did stick in sim. Took a couple more trades and journaled, and even though I was really tempted, and even though it was a winner, I'm happy I did stay in sim because identified I'm out of mental capital. I'm stopping trading. From here on out, it's just me testing the strategy.
That's awesome too. And like Purdue said, like keeping your promises to yourself are the most important things that we can do as traders, right?
Yes.
If I say I'm going to do something, I need to do it.
Yeah, and then I think I told you after the day was calming down. It's almost like I'm trying to use that sim trading to exercise that mental capital muscle because I burn out pretty quick.
Right. Yeah, I've been noticing that too with myself.
I think that was really good.
No, that's awesome, man. That's a fucking great good. My good, I think, was I did exactly what I was trying to do this week after what I said last week. Last week I started really poorly Monday, Tuesday. Had some really terrible, lucrative, lousy scores on the trades that I took during that period. And this week I felt like I traded really well Monday, Tuesday. I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 trades, all lucrative.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was an awesome start to the week.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you.
done.
And I also did what I said I was going to do too and sized down to start the week. I sized down for all of Monday, and then I sized down to start Tuesday, and then increased my size as we went through the session. And I liked the way that felt. Felt good.
Hell yeah. Hell
What was
yeah.
your bad?
I think my bad was my lucrative trade score.
Oh,
Yeah. I didn't actually add up with the +1 and -2, but I'm well negative, and I should I should be at a point where I'm doing better, and I took far too many non-lucrative trades. I still get into my ugly.
right, right. Well, I mean, you got a goal for next week, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. My goal for next week is 0 non-lucrative trades.
Or just better than last week. That's an easy target to hit.
Absolutely want to do better. I'm going to change. I'm going to try and learn Sheets a little bit so I can change
Mm-hmm.
it to keep track. You very generously shared the result of your hard labor in an awesome trade log that I love. I'm going to make some tweaks to track that lucrative trade.
Let me know if you need help figuring out the filters in there, because some of it's a little confusing.
Yeah, I just popped open one, looked under the hood of one of the things, and was like, okay, this looks like programming language. I should be able to figure this out.
You should be able to, yeah.
But I'll definitely shoot you some questions. What
you
was
definitely know as much as I do about programming, if not more, probably more. No,
I was one class away from my associates at Pima, or sorry, one semester away.
I kind of tapped out year 3 in high school.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Yeah. My bad was Friday. My Friday trading was not good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the P&L wasn't terrible. I mean, I was still well within my loss limits. Like not even a 20-point drawdown. But the problem was that I let my P&L dictate my take profit targets, and because of that, I ended up letting a bunch of trades get close to taking a target and then coming back and stopping out at break even or for a loss.
Yeah.
I did that 1, 2, 3 times, it looks like. Yeah. So that's not good. That's not how you manage a trade. And that's something I'm going to have to work on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about you, man? What was your ugly?
Well, it was definitely Thursday. I got rattled. Like I didn't. My Globex strategy didn't give me an opportunity to play in that first hour. Right? It just like bullishly shot up, and then like I kind of got rattled, and I was looking for a pullback, and I just kept missing and digging myself worse and worse, and ended up taking 7 points more than I should have in losses. And
did you not notice that at first, or was that just when you looked, then you shut it down?
It was ugly because I looked and I knew that if I put on a full size trade, I would be breaking risk rules. And I put on the full size trade anyway. Instead of just one contract, I put on 3.
I've done that too.
And that's why it was ugly.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
In fact, the last trade I took Friday was kind of similar. I was like, if I would have taken a full stop on that, I think I would have been the same boat.
The thing that also really got under my skin about it a little bit was when I went back and looked at it later. If I had waited for the retest of that top of that Globex, I would have had a win.
Right.
Like later in the day, price did get pushed down and back into that area, and it held. Like I think two or 3 times. It was like when I was looking at it, I got so mad at myself. Like, Dan, if I had just sat here at my computer and been patient and been like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna dick around and play games with this chart on in the background, and if it starts to get near my area, then maybe I'll trade. I didn't do anything like that.
We got to do more of that. I think that it's been nice trading with you. I've been really enjoying it, but I think sometimes we maybe excite each other to the point where it makes that patience a little harder
Yeah,
to have.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I think, but I do. I'll also say this: the longer we're trading together lately, the more I feel like
I feel
it's
like it's getting
helping.
better.
It's
Yes.
better. Yeah, we're more like pack hunters now.
Right, right. Stock and prey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, and this is just over time. Like I'll say a level, and it's like 1 or 2 points from a level you have
Yeah, or vice versa. Yep.
consistently, all consistently.
Consistently.
Yeah, and that's good too.
And
So
we're still
we're
arguing over that point. Like, why
what
do
do
you
you
have it
see?
there? This should be, I see the shelf right here. This is
No, no,
where it
no, no,
should
no,
be.
no. It's a point higher, you idiot. God.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, my ugly was my mentality today, Friday. And there was at least a couple points that I can point to where I felt the strong urge to, and I put this in quotes, get it back, to enter a trade to try to get it back, get back to even. And I'm very happy I didn't act on that impulse, but it is getting a little bit concerning about how easy it is to fall into those old patterns again.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. That's a gambling feeling,
Yeah.
trying to get back to break even.
Yeah.
So I think if I had just shut it down at that point, I think I came back and I took another trade. But I came back after like calming down and like actually got a decent trade. Got a decent ad
You
on it.
you were way better when you came back.
Yeah,
You seemed centered and focused and you trading pro again.
the only problem was the same thing. What I said in the bad. I was letting the P&L dictate those take profits, and whereas I could have been flat to a little bit green if I would have closed them out where I should have.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I ended up with minus 1.5 R on Friday.
Yeah, I left I left 6 or 7 points on the table because I did that
Hmm.
same thing. I was like, I'm at 20, I'll flatten and be done.
Yeah.
And it was going my way,
Hmm.
and it was the absorption wasn't that strong. It was just more of an excitement of letting my P&L dictate my day the other way.
Yeah, but
Where
you letting it get you to close out a trade, I think, is less dangerous than pushing a take profit and not closing it out because you're getting too greedy.
That's true. That's true.
Like I'd rather have your problem of, oh, I only got 20 points today instead of 27, as opposed to, oh, I got nothing on this trade because I let it come back to zero.
Right, right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, so yeah, that's not a bad problem to have, but definitely something we could work on too.
Yes, very much so.
All right. Anything else for the good, bad, and ugly before we move on?
No, I think that'll do it.
All right, let's play a bet song.
I need it, wanna beat it, gonna win it if I take it from you. I'm filling my positions, quit your bitching, random's gonna lose. Got a chart full of levels and a stop that's not too tight. It's bet picking time in the shop, so pick 'em right.
All right, Dan, I promised you a good one, and
Yeah.
I think I might have oversold it.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching Palantir a lot, and I kind of like the spot that it just touched today and got a nice reactive bid out of there. It came back in, tested that little gap around $16, and had a nice push out of there into the close. But I like that as a spot to try to go long.
What, $16?
Well, I mean, I would have liked to just be long already, but yeah, around 16.20, somewhere around there.
Huh.
Nice
Huh.
little fair value gap that we left behind. Had some sell off. The sell volume is still lower than the buy volume. I don't think this one's quite done yet.
Fair value cap on which time frame?
On the daily.
Where you're saying it left behind on that one at 16. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Monday.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see the gap on that July 10th candle. The gap to the candles to the left and the right of it. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
What do you think?
Hmm. Do I? Okay. Well. I mean, the fair value gap thing. That's your stuff. I'm looking at Disney.
Okay.
I want you to see what you think about this double top it had Wednesday, or Friday.
Oh man, that is quite the descending triangle on the daily, going all the way back to July of 22.
Do you do you see why I move my shares into puts?
I think I do. But I'd also like to see that level break first.
I think it's
You think it's inevitable?
I think that's where we're at. We're at the break. But there's some risk. I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay. Which one do you like better?
Ah, I'd say flip a coin, but that just let's random pick for us.
Yeah, then we do the opposite of the coin.
All right, let's do Palantir. Let's do
You
Palantir.
sure? I'm gonna put the risk of losing. I mean, going long a tech stock maybe isn't the best idea.
Well,
We need a
and we're on a
win.
bull rally. Maybe going short
That's true.
uh
Yeah,
big media stock isn't a good idea.
actually, kind of wouldn't mind trying to go long on Disney here and then just flipping short if it pops our stop loss.
Okay.
But
I mean, look at those fucking wicks on the daily, Kyle. Right off of the moving average.
Yeah, that's
Right
true.
off the cloud.
That's true.
Every
I can't decide.
every cloud is negative. Every moving average is negative.
You decide so I can be the indignant when we lose.
Palantir.
All right. Shit, that doesn't work
Yep.
for me. Yeah, okay. Well, then I want to take profit at 18. If we do that, I want to go right back up to that doji.
All right. Can we call it 3/4 at 18 and the rest ride?
Yep, we can do that.
Because I think if it turns around, it's going to have some juice.
Yeah. That's a good point. Maybe we should only do half then.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do half. Let's do half there. We'll do another quarter at 19.
I mean, 3/4 at 10% is pretty fucking amazing.
We'll do half at 18, a quarter at 19, and let the rest ride. And then where should we put our stop?
If it fills that fair value gap, $15.80.
Okay, 15.80. Nice tight stop.
Yeah, look what happened. We didn't have one last time.
I know, right? Stop loss 15.80. And then if we hit our stop loss, do we need to just flip short because is this the last week?
Yeah, there's only a couple days left after this week, so yeah,
I
that
think it's the
sounds
end of the week.
that sounds good.
Okay, flip short and we'll just let it ride if it does.
Mm-hmm.
And let it ride because we are
All
toast
right.
anyway.
What do we got for random?
GPK. It is a New York Stock Exchange Consumer Durables Graphic Packaging Holding Company.
All right, they make package designs, I'm assuming.
I have
What
no
the
fucking
hell
idea.
happened on Friday the 16th? The dividend was that bad? They had a dividend 1 week ago at a huge sell-off.
If it was a big dividend, no, it was only 10 cents. It shouldn't be that big.
10 cents on a $24 stock. That's what, 1/3%? It's not even huge.
Oh man, but look at this fucking channel this thing's been running up along.
Yeah, this is a good spot to go long. Fuck you,
It's
Randall.
a great spot to go long. Fuck.
I mean, maybe it'll... What the fuck does this company do?
I don't know. Apparently they ruin our dreams.
It's a ruined dream.
Son of a
I
bitch.
mean, it's at the top of a distribution, so maybe...
Yeah, retesting it to build up strength for the next push higher.
Shush.
That's shit. Oh, and they got earnings, but not till next week.
They've already broken lower than that impulse.
They did. And silently bought it right back out of there.
Okay, well, fair point. But
But the sellers have moved lower, so maybe we got some hope.
the earnings isn't until the 1st of August, so we got to build up the earnings.
Yeah, hopefully the people are
Fucking
expecting
random
shit out of it.
Okay, folks, there you have it. Thanks for sticking around to the end. We made a bet.
Yeah,
It's
we
me and
did.
Kyle with Palantir versus Random with GPK. We'll be back at you next week with the
Bullshit.
thrilling results. Bullshit. Until then, Kyle, people need to slap their rating.
Yeah, like you slap your forehead when you forget to write that bit.
Oh, sounds good. Oh, we love you folks so much. We'll see you next week. Until then, happy trades.
Bye.
Two Bulls in a China Shop is an entertainment program, and all thoughts and opinions expressed in the show belong to the hosts and not of any company. They are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security or investment product. It is only intended to provide entertainment about stocks in the financial industry of trading. If you make trades based on what you hear in this show, you assume all risks for those trades.